I get a lot of questions about hardware and what kind of PC do I use and what kind of graphics card do I use and all of those things. Well, I thought we would dive in a little bit and get nerdy. And the lovely people over at Nvidia were kind enough to send us a 4080 and a 4090 to try out. So big thanks to Nvidia for sponsoring this video. Let's dive into a couple things that I think you might find interesting if you're in the market for a new graphics card. Shabam! So for the past year or so, I've been using this, the 3070, and it's been great. I can fly through footage pretty quickly in Resolve, has enough power to do VFX in the Fusion page and noise reduction and all the kind of GPU intensive stuff that Resolve does. I also do quite a bit of stuff in Blender now, so this helps with rendering in cycles. And overall, I've been pretty happy with the 3070. So I haven't really been looking into getting a graphics card very much because again, I've been pretty happy with the performance. So the first thing I did when I got a 4080 was do a test with the 3070 to kind of get a benchmark on how fast my machine was actually running. And check this out, this is pretty cool. The first thing I tried out is some noise reduction, which with our temporal and spatial noise reduction on, we can get about 5 or 6 frames a second playback, and this footage is 6K raw. So not real time, but it's doing a whole lot of work under the hood here. Then with the 4080, we're getting 10 or 11 frames a second. Again, this is at 6K raw, so about twice the playback speed, which is pretty cool. And of course, we can cache this or do proxies and play this back just fine, but definitely a huge performance boost when it comes to noise reduction. The second test I ran was doing a depth map in Fusion. And so I just turned on the depth map and then tried to play this back, and we can see it's, you know, it's going through, it's crushing the frames, but it's going pretty slow. This is about 70 frames, and it took about a minute to kind of pre-render. And this same shot with the depth map with the 4080 is going quite a bit faster, taking only about 34 seconds or so to completely cache so that we can play it back. Again, this is at 6K raw, but here's where things got kind of silly. One of our favorite features of Resolve is the magic mask. You can just kind of draw on a subject and track it and kind of do like rotoscoping. And so we have 107 frames here, and this is in the color page, and it's doing maybe a little faster than 1 frame a second. And this is with the 3070, which is pretty good. You know, it's pretty good for all the work that it's doing. This is the same shot, same setup and everything with the 4080. That isn't sped up. This is the 3070. Go. We're tracking. We're going. It's working. It's happening. And this is the 4080. This is real time. In my real world test here, this tracking is 15 times faster with the 4080, which just blew my mind. I've been doing quite a bit of work in Fusion lately, and I gotta say that there is a noticeable difference working in Fusion and just the speed of just how responsive things are with the 4080 versus the 3070, because a lot of stuff in Fusion is very graphics intensive. Even things like a transform leverages your GPU. And so the more power your GPU has, the easier your life is gonna be. And I've definitely noticed that testing this out over the past few days. It's a night and day difference. That's the kind of improvement you want to see when you upgrade your video card, right? Another thing I'm really excited about with the 40 series GPU is they let you render the AV1 codec, which is a new kind of codec. It's sort of like H.265, but it's even better. I can go down to my deliver page, and under my render settings here, I'll just select format MP4, and under codec, I can select AV1. I'll just put my quality at best, and I'll leave everything else and go ahead and add to render queue and render that out. And so I rendered a couple tests with our normal kind of export formats for YouTube, right? H.264, H.265, and AV1. And if we zoom in here a little bit, let's just go right here to this fog. Zoom this up a little more than I normally would just because YouTube compression and stuff, because we're looking at compression and then there's compression under it. Oh goodness. But this is H.264, right? Zoomed way in, obviously it looks a little bit soft, but this compared with H.265, there's no contest. H.265 is way better. Look at this. Here's H.264. Here's H.265. Just amazing the amount of detail that is there in the H.265 versus H.264, right? Now let's compare H.265 versus AV1. So this is H.265 and this is AV1. So it's not a gigantic difference, but even with the H.265, there's a little bit of blockiness here that just isn't there in the AV1. AV1 kind of has this natural sort of grain to it, and the H.265 has a little bit of these blocks. Not as bad as H.264, which just looks really blocky in comparison, especially when you go from H.264 to AV1. It's a big difference. Lots of detail lost between H.264 and AV1. Right here's a great example. We'll zoom into his face here. Here's H.264, and here's AV1. You have a lot more detail in the hair. Here's H.264, and here's AV1. It's a massive, massive difference. So that's really cool. We can render this format. It's still pretty small like H.265. You can even use these GPUs to power OBS to stream AV1, so you get some really nice looking live video as well. And that's a huge difference. The 4090 is even better. I'm really excited to try out both of these cards, and everything just runs a lot smoother, which I love. If you're working in Resolve and you're looking for a new graphics card, I cannot recommend the 4080 and the 4090 enough. Make sure to check the link down in the description. Believe me, even coming from the pretty high-end graphics card that I had, it makes a huge difference, and I'm really, really excited. So what kind of hardware do you use? Why don't you tell me down in the comments, okay? How about that?